everybody. Today we are discussing Season 7, Episode 17, The Day the Violence Died.
Link, link, link.
And when I mentioned to George that we were watching this episode, he knew exactly which one it was without me.
I feel like liver and onions.
That's exactly what I got this morning.
So, of course, this is the episode where Roger Myers Sr. loses the studio to produce Itchy and Scratchy cartoons because Bart helps a bum named Chester prove that he actually created Itchy and Scratchy years before Roger Myers Sr. did. Mm-hmm. The thing had a bad side effect because it bankrupts the studio and they can't produce more of the shows, so Bart and Lisa have to try to figure that out.
So no more Itchy and Scratchy.
No more Itchy and Scratchy. That's not fun.
That's the synopsis. You want to start with your first line?
Okay, my first line is, I gave you a plate of corn muffins in 1924 to paint my chicken coop, and you never did it. Those corn muffins were lousy. Paint my chicken coop. So, of course, Grandpa and Chester are in the house when they are having dinner, and Grandpa recognizes Chester from back in the day.
From the 20s.
Yep. Didn't paint his chicken coop.
Neither of them have aged or changed or anything. Oh my goodness.
What do you got?
I'm gonna go with... He kicked me out of his office and dropped an anvil on me. It was a good thing I was carrying an umbrella. That was a Chester line for when he went to the Myers, Mr. Myers Sr., and wanted some money for creating Itchy and Scratchy back in the day. Nope. Cartoon violence. He created cartoon violence, and there you have it. He got an anvil dropped on his head. It's a good thing he was carrying an umbrella because that anvil dropped or bounced off the umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Boing. Yep. Perfect. All right. My second line is, Lisa, if I ever stop loving violence, I want you to shoot me. That was really at the beginning of the episode when they were watching a particularly funny Itchy and Scratchy moment, and that was Bart's reply.
That was the 75th anniversary of Itchy and Scratchy, and they both had their ball caps on, and it has an axe in the ball cap, and particularly violent. I loved it. All right, well, my second line is a Bart line, and when Lester is looking for a place to stay so they can go and to the court the next day, Bart takes him down to the basement and he points and he says, "There's a box you can sleep in. Just move that cot out of the way." It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
Don't sleep on the cot.
No, clearly.
You'd be more comfortable in the box. That's what you're used to. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
All right, it takes us to favorite scenes. What is your favorite scene?
Well, my favorite scene is that Bart and Lisa want to go and get good seats for the parade, the Itchy and Scratchy parade that's happening, because obviously it's the 75th anniversary. I just mentioned that with your line. And so the Homer has to go with them because Marge doesn't want the kids to go in the middle of the night by themselves. The comic book store is open. So Bart and Lisa go in, and the comic book guy is watching a 70s version of Itchy and Scratchy that's a little too adult for the youth. And I just love that scene. There was a crowd in there watching it with him, and then he says, "Toodle you."
It's no good for you prepubescent ignoramuses.
He has some good lines. So, that's my favorite scene. What about you?
Mine tags on to the parade as well, and it's as they are going through the parade, they end up in Bumtown. And the parade has entered Bumtown, and all the people on the floats and all the characters start running. They're like, you hear gunshots.
And Lester's throwing tomatoes. And
that's how we meet Lester. He was in Bumtown, but Oh, the parade's in her book
Oh
time.
my
They
goodness.
gotta hurry up and get through it.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Good old 1990s.
Yeah. No PC.
No.
No, they'll do whatever they want.
Nope. Exactly.
Alright, winners and losers. How do you want to do that this week?
Let's go with your loser.
My loser are the astronauts. Because Ken Brockman, he has a line where he says, like, he says something to the effect of, a stowaway bear terrorizes astronauts on the space shuttle. News at 11, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's some throwaway thing while they're
It was
watching TV, but I'm like, okay, bears terrorizing astronauts. That's my loser.
That's good. Good. I had a really hard time with my loser. I love it. I'm gonna go with the surprise witnesses for the Lionel Hutz case for my loser because I forgot about the bear attack. B, I couldn't come up with anything better. But Lionel Hutz clearly doesn't know how to work a room very well. He's not a great lawyer, and we know that. But he has surprise witnesses like Santa Claus and a couple other character witnesses that come in, and he has to call them back up to the stand because he's stalling for a few minutes while Bart runs across to get the drawing from the comic book store. So they're the losers because they've had to be on the stand a couple times.
And one of them is Ralph.
Yeah.
It's like, what's he got to do with this?
Just a random surprise witnesses that have nothing to do with anything. None of them are going to be helpful. We all know that.
No.
What about your winner?
My winner is the Hungry Family because every year Roger Myers gives a cat and a mouse to a hungry family.
Oh man, he rescues that cat and mouse from the Humane Society.
And gives them to a hungry family.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have to mention Lester and Eliza, but my real winner is Apu. Apu for a brief moment was on my loser list, but Lester and Eliza save him from jail. He was in jail for public nudity, and his story is in this. And Bart and Lisa were trying to figure out a way to get Apu out of jail pre-Lester and Eliza. So this whole episode's about, stealing likenesses, let's say.
Yep.
So watch it to find out who Lester and Eliza are.
Yep, we never saw them again to my knowledge. But
No.
They show up in this one.
Yep. So,
Alright.
pretty good.
That's good. So that's our episode this week. And
again, that was season 7, episode 17, The Day the Violence Died. If you've watched this episode, share your comments in the comments field. I'd love to see your favorites, your favorite scenes, your winners and losers. Give us a thumbs up if you liked this episode. We have other episodes of Coming Up Milhouse on our channel. And until next time,
Jiminy
Jillikers.